Welcome to World Sports News with Ernie. Behind the desk is your co host, Ernie. And on top of the desk is his faithful companion. Ernie calls him the rubber ducky. The rest of us on Sports News Review call him Felix. Alrighty, Ernie. It's been actually 2 weeks since we did our last edition of World Sports News with Ernie. Alrighty, Ernie. We'll start our first sport on World Sports News with Ernie, and we go to netball, and we're the women's England and Australia. And once again, Ernie, I didn't look up if there's the men's playing right now, any men's league. I just, it's so hard to even do one episode of World Sports News with Ernie, and I just like once a week is even hard for me now. But yeah, I want last week I would have wanted to do an edition of World Sports News Early to do the scores of netball, but well, I had to erase everything on the dry erase board, and I'm gonna put up the new scores, which is as I said, I got the tablet going, so I like to still get on the tablet. Sometimes I find that Ernie, sometimes I find that the score was changed on their web page, and that is it's just something I'm kind of like, huh? Like, did that just happen? Like, okay. And I questioned myself, like, did I just see something like the score changed? I mean, like, I don't know. I'm lucky to even have these web pages existence. I mean, um, okay, let's see. Okay, so already got it warmed up to the Netball Super League, and then I'm gonna go to fixtures and results. And okay, this one is England. We always start off with England first, because Australia ends up second, and for the second to start the season, and they'll be the second league to finish the season, and yeah. So Ernie. We're currently okay. Let's see now, round 10. So yes, it would be round 11 is the fixtures, but as far as results, okay. So I got it on the okay. So I got it on the web. I got tablet going here. Now I'm gonna just hit pause. I'm gonna hit pause, Ernie, and get the scores up on the board. Get the handwritten board score with the scores on it. Okay, let's see. Pause. Alrighty, ready? Start with the first score we got up, and that's the Cardiff Dragons and Nottingham Forest. Okay, so Cardiff Dragons 53, Nottingham Forest 77. Ernie, that's the score I expected from Nottingham Forest kind of to win, but as far as winning by that much over the Cardiff Dragons, I didn't expect the Cardiff Dragons to yeah, I mean like lose by that much, but we'll see next week how they rebound. And right now, Nottingham Forest on the uptick for that big win. Not because they won, Ernie. It's the big win for Nottingham Forest. Okay, so now in the next game we got the Leeds Rhinos and the London Mavericks. And okay, get the tablet going again here. I just to make sure that the same score here. Okay, I got Leeds Rhinos 66, London Mavericks 71. Okay, yeah, that was the score. Yes, I mean I expected a London Mavericks win. I don't even have to play back last 2 weeks ago. Oh my gosh. You know what, Ernie? I didn't do a show last week. Whoa, I don't have I can't edit this out. I have to leave it in. Good. But Ernie, if I did a show last week, I would say that the London Mavericks. I would expect a win over the London Mavericks. I'm sorry, London Mavericks. I would expect a win over the Leeds Rhinos. Yeah, I would expect the Leeds Rhinos to lose that one, that match. Yeah, and we'll go to the next game, Ernie. London Pulse and Longborough Lightning. And what do I got? Let's see. Let's see the tablet score here. See if it's the same. All right. Ready? Yeah. London Pulse 53 and the Longborough Lightning 58. You know, it's Longborough Lightning win. It's a good win for them. London Pulse. Well, yeah, we'll see what their schedule is after on the fixtures, and we'll see how they're going to be able to rebound. But yeah, London Longborough Lightning. Yeah, nice win for them. And then the last one we got is the Manchester Thunder 67 and the Birmingham Panthers 61. I would say on that one, Ernie, that the Birmingham Panthers aren't having a season that they were expecting. I mean, maybe the I don't know if they're an expansion team. Next season, Ernie, we'll have to remind ourselves to go on to their pre introductions, like to introduce all the teams and all that, and that way we'll be able to find out from when they're commentating, and that could be on a YouTube. I could see that being on YouTube. We could watch it on YouTube, Ernie. And what is going to helpful is I would have found out if the Birmingham Panthers were just a name change, because I don't remember the name Panthers last season, and or was it a new team altogether? I don't know. I don't have no, but I know that they won their first game of the season, if I remember correctly, because that one's kind. I still like going okay, but what we'll do, Ernie's okay. We'll go to let's just see round one. Okay, like who won? Who was? Let's see if I was correct on that one. In round one, okay, the Dragons 56, the Mavericks 65. And yeah, I would expect that a kind of score like that. Okay, Leeds Rhino had a 71 over the Oh no, the Panthers lost their first match. Oh no, the Panthers lost their first match. Why did I think that the Panthers won their first match when they did not? And the Birmingham Panthers, yeah, it was Leeds Rhino 71 and Panthers 63. That was round one, first game of the season. So I was incorrect on that one. Let's see. Let's go to round two, and we look at the Panthers. I mean, like, yeah, they look at Panthers 47, Thunder 77. I don't know what I was thinking about Birmingham Panthers, and I thought they were this like they won their first game of the season and things just didn't go. No, I mean it hasn't gone well from the start of the season, but the pulse, like you looked at the beginning of the season, the pulse were really like they had a. Oh, this is a rematch, obviously. Oddly enough, just by chance, Ernie, at round two fixtures results, Longborough Lightning 51 and the London Pulse 77. Now you look at the score now, it's like, whoa, whoa. Yeah, Longborough Lightning didn't forget that loss against the London Pulse earlier in the season. And yeah, I mean, I didn't realize it was fun to go back, but I just catch the rematch there. I didn't even know it was a rematch. See, I don't have a staff that could do like okay, a staff that would have been able to had a show, would have had a program last week. Yeah, I mean, Ernie, if I actually, like I said, if I win the lottery, I mean, it's going to be a nice studio, and like video boards instead of like all these boards I have to put up to to get like his. I mean, yeah, I just don't have the. I don't. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, a video board. It just doesn't fit in the studio right now, Ernie. I don't even think there is something like something that's. I would love something that's like beyond super lightweight video board, and all it does is text. That's fine with me. I could just keep pushing buttons and changing everything, changing the scores, the fixtures, and all that. Yeah, I mean, well, speaking of which, let's let's just uh let's just go to the fixtures and see again. Uh, okay, so this is. I should write down the round it is first, but then I don't want to. I don't want to mess it up for the like. Sometimes I get lucky with it's all freehand, and I left like all I did. I didn't feel like even doing the lines. between the teams, like where there's a game between games, I should say. The black line between two. I didn't even feel like getting the ruler out or anything. I don't even have a ruler. When I get to the dollar store, I gotta buy a ruler and leave permanent marks where the 8 millimeter is. It's 8 millimeters. No, 8 centimeters. 8 centimeters from here to there. Yeah, so it's like 33 centimeters long, I think it is, tall, like from and so the board I'm talking about. Sorry, Ernie, I'm talking about the board. And what I do, Ernie, is 8 centimeters apart is what I got the space to write the team. Like, and of course, next week it'll be changed. Like this time, I learned my lesson is to erase the stuff quicker so it's easier. Once we've done the show, Ernie, once the program is all it's been done. It erased the boards. Like it's a lot easier to clean up. Yeah. I mean, if you, it's I find Ernie's that you get the proper big. Like I got big markers. You don't. It's like there's two. Like Bernie. They say. Well, anyways, there's these sizes like this, and I'll just grab one for an example, just to show. Like I don't. I want to hide the name of the brand or whatever it is. But here's the purple of it. Anyways, but these big markers, like these big, huge markers, dry erase markers, when they're easy to write with, like to get like a firm grip without using all these stencils and all that. Just and then be able to write Nottingham Forest and Cardiff Drag. Like it takes so long. I don't feel like it's not quick enough between shows. I. I do. Oh, yeah, it was so much. I just could. Last week, I just had the worst health and just yeah, I couldn't do the show. I could not do the show. But let's get back to the fun where I get the fixtures. And let's see. This is back to the fun part with it. And okay, so that was okay. So we're at round. Let's see, round 10. Okay, these were the scores for. Let's see. Round 10. Round 9 results. The Panthers and Dragons. What's going on here? Number 10. Oh, we go. Dragons and Forest. Okay, so we're in round 11 now, Ernie, for this one this week coming up. And the games, I'll mention the times again. There, of course, it's in England, and this is going to be in our time when the game is on. No, let's see, 1600 for. Oh, Saturday, May. Okay, there's something going on for Saturday, May the 24th. For some reason, there's no Friday night game for whatever reason. It's all Saturday, 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 Sunday, Sunday. Okay, there's usually a Friday night game, but this Friday night there's no game. But there is okay. The first game will be Saturday, the 24th of May, and it's the Heart and Scheider Sports Village. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to get mentioning all the arenas and that. That's too much. That's probably too much to do. Well, okay, next week I'll forget. And yeah, I mean, you just got to keep the same. Okay, I closed off my tablet by accident. And now I got to go back to this. Okay, let's. Oh, jeez. Oh, Ernie. I make so much mistakes. Pictures and results. Okay, there we are. Round 10. Okay, we need round 11. Okay, we don't need that. We need round 11. Okay, round 11. There we go. Okay, round 11 fixtures. Got the London Mavericks and the Nottingham Forest. Okay, so we're looking at last week's score. London Mavericks had a 71 on the Leeds Rhinos, which yeah, I expect to score 71 points on the Leeds Rhinos. And then we look at the Nottingham Forest 77. So this is going to be a good game. I got to remember this one. It's going to be the first game. That one's going to be up on the board. The London Maverick. It's the London Mavericks and the Nottingham Forest. Uh, what? Okay, right. Okay, so Okay, yeah, London Saturday. That'd be at so with the five, yeah, the 4 o'clock. They say 1600, so it's 4 o'clock. With the 5 hour difference, you're looking at 11 a.m. You could, but my tablet just closed on me for what weird reason. It's Ernie, my tablets are old, both of them, and they're just when these are modern these are modern web pages now, and it's the tablet's just acting right up right now. It, it's frozen. I had to, Ernie. I just closed off. It's. I'm starting to get really, 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 uh, upset about this tablet being like very temperamental. It's okay. Okay, so we got okay the Mavericks and fourth. Okay, so we got that one, and then the Cardiff Dragons and the Longborough Lightning. It's obvious that I'm gonna say the Longborough Lightning should win this game over the Cardiff Dragons. I mean, yeah, we'll see in that one. Okay, because let's see. Oh, you closed me off again for whatever reason. Why did you do that? Why are you doing this to me, tablet? Why do you keep closing on me? Oh man, I'm better off just using my phone. I'm gonna be done with this tablet and use my phone, Ernie. I mean, this is ridiculous when it just keeps cutting out on me because it can't handle like little things here and there. The way things come up, it's like as if back in the day when I first started going on, home computers with the internet, and if the computer was not up to speed with from the '90s, early '90s. I mean, oh man, did it like whenever they started loading web pages? Whoa, did it ever take so long? And we thought it was fast. And now, and then then later, Ernie, when it got like the computer got older, and I figured, oh, I'm still good with this computer because uh, I'm just using it as a browser, not games and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, then web pages added things like with moving parts, you could say, and the banners and all that. And then there's like yeah, the web then the computer started showing its age. It didn't handle it properly. So then on Sunday, May the 25th, the Leeds Rhinos and the Manchester Thunder. When you're looking at that one with at the game, we look at that game, and the Manchester Thunder had a 67, and the where's the Birmingham Pan? Oh, that's the last game. And the Thunder, okay, and the Thunder over here, I'm pretty sure they had a good game. Yeah, Thunder had a good game, and the Leeds Rhinos, there's not. I don't even know if they even won a game this season. I'm not even sure. Uh, why is this tablet doing this to me? It just closed off again. I what I gotta keep my finger on it, moving it here and there. I gotta keep telling that I'm interested. Okay, um, okay. So now, yeah, I'm gonna expect a Manchester Thunder victory on this one. Okay, so here it is: the London Pulse and the Birmingham Panthers for the which would be 1800 on Sunday, which is 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. But for our time, it would be like one in the afternoon or 1300 hours. So I should say 1300 hours or 1 in the afternoon for you civilians. That's on our side of the globe, Ernie. But as far as in England, they're which is 5 hours ahead of us, and New York time. And like I said, Ernie knows all about New York because he's he's from the big city, New York. And Ernie knows about being in the New York minute, eh? I mean, that's life in New York. Okay, so and yeah, the Pulse and the Panthers, and I expect I you know this is a game, Ernie, where it's it's a must win for both teams to somehow find a way to get into the back door of the playoffs. And because I'll see what the okay, you know what I should do, Ernie, is see if I could find the standings, as in like fixture results, standings. There it is, standings. Okay, I got it. Standings. Okay, the London Pulse still number one. Loughborough Lightning number two. Ooh, that you know what? It's their second loss of the season for the London Pulse against the Loughborough Lightning. I'm looking up the standings right now, and yeah, I mean the number one and two. That's London Pulse and Loughborough Lightning, but the Manchester Thunder number three. And yeah, I mean, you're looking at Manchester Thunder number three, and right now with the okay, so we got let's see, and the Mavericks, Manchester Thunder, and the London. So like both London teams are in the playoffs at this moment, Ernie. Like if it was this week, because then number five is Nottingham Forest, but they're not far behind. Okay, so with 5 wins, 5 losses, and that's what are they? 10 games? Yeah, there's draws too. Where's the draw? Win and loss. Isn't there any draws? I thought there was a draw too, but two. Yeah, there should be. I thought there was. Okay, either okay. Now we're looking at the Dragons. Only one game they won this season. The Rhinos are 2-8. 2 games. And there's the Panthers with 2 wins. Like the Panthers, Rhinos, I think 6, 7, and 8. There's no chance of them even this season. I don't know. There's just no chance. I don't think there's not enough games left. It's the only teams that matter now are the first five. And I mean Panthers 2-7. Okay, how many games are left? Let's go. Okay, what I'm gonna do is go back to fixtures and results. I'm gonna go to fixtures, Ernie, and what I want to do is I want to see how many rounds are left. Okay, how many? As they say, oh, don't do this to me, tablet. Don't freeze on me, please, please don't freeze. Okay, okay, round 10. Why does it go back to round? Okay, round 11, 12. Okay, is that it? 13? There's a 14. Okay, okay, so 11, 12, 13, 14, I'm going to say, because we are in round 11 now. Is this fixture round 11? Yeah, round 11 is the fixture. Yeah, so okay, so starting this week, there's 4 left. Should be 4 left. Around 11, 12, 13, and 14. Now, with that, Ernie, okay, so 4 games remaining. Okay, 4 rounds they call it, 4 rounds. Anyways, and then I'll go back to the standings, and I don't. Okay, I think they get 4 points. Okay, let's see with the 1 win, 4 points. Okay, so 4 points for a win. So let's just because the Dragons 9-1 and they only got 4 points on this. Okay, uh, bonus points. Okay, Rhinos. Okay, let's see. Rhinos 10-2. Okay, here's number 5 is the Nottingham Forest at 5-5. Okay, now below them is the Panthers. Okay, now okay, this is with 4 games remaining, Ernie. This is like technically the Panthers are still in contention of the playoffs based on let's see. No, they can't. They just can't. Let's see. They got to get 19 points to tie the Mavericks with 4 games left, 16 points, and they have what? How many they have with 16? Oh, I guess 24. Whoa. Mavericks have got to win like 2 more games. If they win 2 more games, then the Mavericks will. clinch that playoffs spot. If no, not really clinch. Well, I, it has to, but Ernie, it has to be a total meltdown okay, what would have to happen is a total meltdown for Nottingham Forest and a total meltdown for the Panthers to for the right for the I mean for the Forest. So there's no like okay now when I'm looking at it, let's see number five. Okay, number five is Nottingham Forest with. Why did he get a bonus point? That's wait, 5 wins. How come they didn't get 20 points with if Nottingham Forest are 5-5 and you get 4 points? Why isn't it adding up my quick math here? Okay, uh and bonus points, total points. Who gets these bonus points in total I don't understand this. Was there a tie? I didn't know. But they changed something here. Okay, now because Ernie, I'm doing this on my own, Ernie. There's not like there's like projections you can go to. It's not like the NFL, like or NBA or NHL, or even like soccer, or they call it football. I mean, there's like all kinds of prognostication sites and all kinds of like sites to go on to see what the playoff odds are. I have to figure all this out myself, and the thing is, I'm not familiar with this kind of keeping the tally here, the standings, and like okay, say play because they got here's we'll just go an example, easiest one to go by for number eight, the eighth place team, the Cardiff Dragons, played nine, won one, and the loss was eight. Okay, they still got a game to catch up to, and so does the Panthers. See, this is okay. I see now. They're actually the. I think it's the okay. The Cardiff Dragons. Okay, the Cardiff Dragons got okay 1 win, 8 losses, and they got 4 points. And for whatever reason, they got one bonus point, and their total points is only. I'm not sure how this works. I'm just like yeah yeah. I haven't figured it. I don't know what I've never seen that before. I'm so confused. Bonus points. I've never seen that before. Okay, the- okay. The goals for I understand goals for goals against, but the GD I've never. I don't know what the GD is. Goal differential. Yeah, okay, the goal differential. Okay, all right. Okay, so but we're looking at that with 4 points, and well, look at they played nine. Okay, so okay, so even if you give them five, which you know what, you can't mathematically rule out the Cardiff Dragons out of the playoff contention because at this moment, the best they could do is I'm pretty sure the best they could do is 20 points because they got five. They should have 5 games left, but they've only played nine, so they should have instead of 4 games left. They probably should have five, which gives them a 24. And mathematically speaking, if the London Pulse don't win any more games, they can't go ahead of the London Pulse. That's a total meltdown on the London Pulse not winning any more games. If the Loughborough Lightning don't win any more games, total meltdown again. Yeah, they can't even. Okay, they can even if the Cardiff Dragons win the rest. They should. I think they should be playing 5 games, pretty not 4. But yeah, they can't even catch up to the Loughborough Lightning. Even if the Loughborough Lightning has a complete meltdown. And now the scenario is this: then they could actually go ahead of the Manchester Thunder, but that would mean that the Manchester Thunder have 22 points would have a complete total meltdown of their season, not win any games, and Cardiff Dragons would have to be this like incredible winning streak out of nowhere where they're gonna get enough point and they're gonna yeah. So what? It's just mathematically, Ernie. It, all these teams are in it, but as far as realistically goes, I don't see the Cardiff Dragons and a path. There's an obvious path, but that path is a high wire act. Like, come on, it's like a little line. They have to they have to walk on a little line. The whole team has to walk on a little line, and not one player, not one team, like the length of a path. Instead of walking on a path, they have to like that. They have not one not one player fall off that line. Like that's I don't know. I don't know. They don't have a chance, but they mathematically have a chance. That's just like any other sport too, Ernie. So I mean that was a lot of fun going down that league. Now we're going to go to our next one, which is Australia. I'll hit pause so I can change the boards and change to the Australian. Okay, as soon as I find it, right? Okay, pause. Alrighty, Ernie. Okay, we're in round 6 now. Ernie, I'm just gonna block the light for a second here to show that there is. I did have Melbourne Mavericks. It is written down on the board, but with the lighting, it just overpowers the board. So there it is. The Melbourne Mavericks 71 and the Queensland Firebirds 64. I don't expect the Queensland Firebirds to have, I guess, not to be having such a great season after all. I kind of knew they weren't that top notch tier, but yeah, I mean, yeah. So I'll be taking this board out, and the light will get brighter. But yeah, I mean, just to show Ernie, I spent some time to write out Melbourne Mavericks, and I guess I want to get credit for it. I mean, it just gets washed out by the bright light. Okay, so I mean, and then the next one is the Adelaide Thunderbirds 61, West Coast Fever 67. Yeah, I mean, Adelaide, I have to look at the standings and all that, but the Adelaide Thunderbirds, they came in and well, they're only like round 6 right now, and so yeah, I mean, let's take a look at the next game, the Giants netball and the NSW Swifts. Giants netball 69 and the NSW Swifts 82. I think they both play in the same area, like it's called New South Wales. I think Sydney area, but either way, both teams could be like a crosstown rival, or they play in the same stadium for all I know. But either way, the Swifts, if that's their, I never looked it up. But I'm looking at it now, thinking, yeah, I think the NSW because NSW I think is New South Wales, yeah, and that's Sydney. Okay, so that looks like a really good win for NSW Swifts. Giants netball, I think they're up and down on that season. Now, go to our last game on the board here, and it's the Melbourne Vixens and the Sunshine Coast Lightning. And yeah, Melbourne Vixens 50, and the Sunshine Coast Lightning 62. And I'll just take this board out now. And yeah, I mean, yeah, it's, well, the Melbourne Vixens, thought they were a better team than that last season, but maybe just came out strong at the end. When it didn't matter anymore because maybe they were out of the playoffs by then. I can't remember, but yeah, playoff contention, anyways. But yeah, I mean, we'll go to the next week's games or coming up. Yeah, coming up this weekend. And okay, so what I gotta do is got the tablet on, Ernie. Don't need the pause. I'd like to just leave that board up so I can uh see what the score was of the week before to make sure I'm correctly identifying the team. Okay, the Sunshine Coast Lightning will be playing the NSW Swifts. Now, we're looking at the Sunshine Coast Lightning. Is it Lightning? Where is it? The Sunshine Coast Lightning. Okay, a good win over the Melbourne Vixens they had, and they're going to be playing the West Coast. No, they're going to be playing the NSW Swifts, which had a really good win over the Giants netball. So it's hard to see. That's going to be a good game. I just got to remember to look at last week's video, like see replay it before, you know what, Ernie, I should do some. I should just do notes at least on the tablet here. Do my notes again, and be able to like. Because an honest opinion, if I, because I just, it sounds like I could be like, oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, I knew, but then I check the video, and it's there. Like I honestly, well, I could be wrong. Some cases I could be wrong, but I feel like an honest opinion that I kind of I've been predicting some of the all the easy obvious ones. It's becoming that kind of sometimes it becomes that kind of league with okay. So here comes the Giants netball this time, and they're going to be playing the West Coast Fever. And yikes! Okay, I okay. It's like I wish they. It's too bad they didn't have what their record is on this upcoming, like where it says Giants netball. It's too bad they didn't put their current. It's too much to ask probably to fill in a little spot underneath their logo where what the record is currently, and but they don't have it on this page. I'm just looking that they even have it. Okay, yeah, they're all like games that 3 in the morning. They're showing our time because the 3 in the morning, 5 a.m. Okay, that's not gonna work. Here's one chance to be able to kind of I don't know if how to watch these games. I mean, we don't have the Koyo freebies, the Foxtel, and the binge. That's what's on the TV. Okay, so the Queensland Firebirds will get a chance to try to win against the Melbourne Vixens. And I can see the Melbourne Vixens are going, we got to win this game. Then this is a game where, like, Melbourne Vixens, if they don't win this game, they are going to be so, like, at the end of the season going, well, that we when we lost that game against the, well, they say match over there, but when they lost that match against, what was it? Let's look it up again. My tablet's went quiet again. Why does it take so fast? Okay. Why does it go off so fast? Okay, yeah, Queensland Firebirds, which yeah, they're not having a great season. The Queensland Firebirds, so yeah, definitely the Melbourne Vixens want to win. But you get to the Melbourne Mavericks, who's having a really not too bad of a season, and the Adelaide Thunderbirds. And what can go wrong with the Adelaide Thunderbirds right now? Playing against the Melbourne Mavericks when they don't need to play them. They're going to have to put themselves together once again and find a way to get it all together for the game against the Melbourne Mavericks. They're at home. So the Adelaide Thunderbirds are at home. And wait, what happened there? There's only 2 games? 3, 4. I guess that's 4 of them. Oh, yeah. I guess round 7. Yeah, round 7. I did all 4. Oh, wow. I did all 4 games, right? Okay. Okay, so we're done with the netball. We'll hit pause for a second, Ernie. I'll take the boards off. We're done with the netball right now. All righty, Ernie. Next sport we're gonna just highlight for Ernie is badminton, and yeah, there's a top-notch tournament going on in Malaysia right now, and right now, and it's from May the 20th to the 25th, and so it's gonna start. So this is gonna be Next week, if we do a show on next week, Ernie, yeah, obviously we'll have the results of this. Will be up one more week, Ernie, because we'll have the results up for this tournament here. I mean, yeah, I mean, this is like one like that's worthy of mentioning, Ernie, once again. And well, folks out there, Ernie's the type of person that would like if he stumbled inside a gymnasium and there's two s- two just two whoever chaps, two ladies, whatever, mixed doubles, whatever, playing. Ernie's all over it and he's watching them, like, and but Ernie, people want the best. And this is what we do. If you're gonna, what Ernie, what the point is that we highlight. We say we're gonna put up the word badminton, Ernie, because Ernie's interested in watching badminton, and I'm trying to find a way to get the. I guess we have to go to results on YouTube. That's all we can do. Ernie's probably be. I don't know how we. Oh, maybe it'd be live stream the final. That'd be fine. I'll watch the final with Ernie, but right now it's. I mean, Ernie, and once again, Ernie, it's that we have to highlight the known events. Some months we're not even have badminton up like we haven't had badminton up for a while because I just want to put the highlighted like the top tier of tournaments in that sport when we put the sport up that we highlight. And so with that, Ernie, we'll have the results next edition of World Sports News with Ernie. But Ernie, I'm going to hit pause and I'm going to change the boards. All righty, Ernie. We got the team handball for our next sport, and the men's EHF championship, and the women's will be on the final will be the June 2025. And I think the men's is I had it early. I had it written down on this board and I erased it, but I had okay, what I'll do, Ernie, I'll go on the tablet right now and I'll go to the EHF, and that's the European Handball Federation. And I'll just go on their webpage and let's see, and I'll just sharing EHF because right now there's a lot of league play going on, and there's going to be like oh, okay, so we'll start with the women's instead of right here. Now it says that there's officials confirmed for EHF Final for Women 2025. So is this one here, the EHF Champions League? Okay. Can I get on that story or that's okay, when is that happening? I thought I was able to click on the story, but okay. Oh, okay. And okay, so it's going to be at the MVM Dome in Budapest, Hungary, the weekend of May 31st and June 1st. Oh, okay. Okay, is this thing I was finally, it's probably I thought they were like teams. So there's final four of them. I gotta remember to do I'm gonna have another board, Ernie, and I'll have the scores up. I'll have I got this board right here. It's a blank, it's clean. I got a third one here because I went back to the dollar stores and I couldn't find those boards anymore. Once something at the dollar, I could. Oh, I tried to look for another microphone just for a prop, and that didn't work out. And they're gone. And they don't come back. I was just lucky to buy that one as a prop for a prop, and I added that color piece on the top. I had that color piece on the top just to make it so the black was hard to tell the difference if it is a microphone or not. And yeah, I mean, it's only a prop, but here's the real microphone right here. This is the real microphone where, why does it look like I'm almost touching it? But not even close to it. But anyways, so there's the real microphone I'm talking into. Okay, so now uh there's gonna be the final four, and I gotta remember, Ernie, that next week I can get the complete story on women's final four, the June final four June 2025. Yeah, I mean, it's coming up in June, and then there's the men's too coming up very close. So I'll have to get all the scores up for them, and then okay, the next sport will be easy too for us to earn. I don't even have to hit pause or anything. It's just a sport below handball, and it's the darts and Germany, and there's the Euro Open, and it's the May the 30th to June the 1st. So it'll be a while before this board will be another few episodes of World Sports News with Ernie. The way it sits, the way it's written all up right now. This one will stay a bit like that, Ernie. So these are like this is upcoming, and this has to be updated with teams. Ernie, I just gotta. I guess I. Yeah, I really gotta do a show with a script, Ernie, to stay on script for most of the show, and that way there's a flow to it. I'm just getting lucky that the final four is coming up. It gives me more time to keep the same uh board up, without changing things and adding more time. So I'm gonna hit pause. I'm gonna put a new board up, and where's pause? Alrighty, Ernie. We're gonna highlight snooker because right now, whatever reason, I must agree, it could be non-world sports news. Uh, Wait a minute, this is an old message. What took so long? All right, I don't even want to go. Some reason. Okay, good thing I know the phone coming up. Okay, whatever. That was an old message that reoccurred. I don't know if I just didn't. I don't know. It's just weird. Okay, so anyways, Ernie. Okay, so snooker. We're gonna highlight snooker, and what we're looking to like to highlight snooker about is well, first it's gonna be in China, and it's the women's world championship. But now, Ernie, this is not a world championship. Okay, from May the 20th to the 20. Oh, I forgot. I got so tired. I forgot the 27. I forgot. I don't know. How embarrassing! I didn't think I was gonna need. I wasn't gonna need the tablet. Now I do. Now I need to. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Okay. I'm not. I just. Ernie. That's production. I. I. I didn't finish up. Okay, but it's. Oh my gosh. I just can't believe I did that. Okay. I can't believe I did that. I tried my I just, it is hard to do. It's trying to stay on, and these are just simple boards. I don't even, oh boy. Okay, so, okay, May the 21st, now it says May the 21st to the 27th. Yeah, May the 20th to the 27th. Okay, yeah, I forgot to add the 7 there. 7/27. Do I find it? Let me find it. Oh, redeem myself here. Okay, okay. Ernie, I'm going to grab our numbers here. Okay, is this numbers? Yes, it is. I grab our little the numbers there. I'll go find the 7. I got them in all individual like pill bottles, but the big ones I got like the RSTNL is it got longer pill bottles, and this is what I didn't want to see. Okay, I don't even want to see that at all. I'd like to disable that. I just completely hate when that comes up. Okay, so I grab out every one. One that looks like a hockey stick upside down would be the 7. Okay, now I gotta put them all back in the pill bottle. Okay, I'm gonna put them all back in the pill bottle, and the 7 will stay up. Okay. How embarrassing! How unprofessional, Ernie. How super unprofessional. But then again, I'm not getting paid for this, so it's not professional, anyways. Okay, this is just all amateurs. Okay, let's get lucky with the spacing here. Okay, get it the right. Okay, there you go. I just gotta put it in better and ooh, closer, a bit closer. Look better. Look like I put some effort into it. Okay, so straighten out the 7. Okay, there we go. May the 20th to the 27th. And it's a ranking, Ernie. It's more of like there's going to be bigger tournaments. And usually in the wintertime is when like the like the world championships, not just a ranking. And that's why this ranking is here, Ernie. That's why it says ranking because they're going to be using this tournament to get for another tournament. And I mean, yeah, so this will be like pros and amateurs. I'm pretty sure, and people trying their luck if they're an amateur, and yeah, get ranked. Uh, and there's obviously there's good. Okay, well, we'll have this up for a while, Ernie, and uh, let's see. I was just gonna say that. Well, Ernie, as far as viewing goes, once again, I'm gonna say hopefully YouTube to the rescue. Then I don't know. Maybe it's on a live stream for snooker, and maybe like they'll live stream the event for YouTube. Because how am I gonna like it's gonna obviously be on Chinese television, and I don't have a satellite dish, so yeah. I mean, if they don't put it on YouTube, that's pretty well like okay, that's it for me. I'm not gonna be able to watch it. Just watch the highlights on YouTube. That's it. Okay, so well, Ernie, and like I said, uh, Ernie, Ernie's just is like always extra excited to highlight not only just a sport like say snooker or but when it's the women's and because they don't yeah that one obviously they don't that they advertise the men's more and even though Ernie's the same Ernie feels the same about watching reviewing both. I that doesn't either or for me is as long as I catch either or I'm fine with it. But yeah, I mean, but the men's always gets on the men's side they always get more advertising dollar. But but this one is its own event. It's not like it's going to be the men's and women's division on this snooker tournament. This one just there's just the women's world championship and ranking. It's a ranking. It's not. I remember the big world champions. You'll come later, and you need tournaments like this to get them in play. Get all the names in place of where they stand. And I mean, because look, there's not. I can say there's going to be not as many tournaments as there is for the men's side. So yeah, you're going to have to use a tournament here and there to get your ranking out there. Okay, so with that, Ernie, we'll put the last board up. We got board number 4. That's all we can do. Ernie, Ernie, I I just before we change our boards, I wanted to buy more of these letter boards, Ernie, but I they're not available at the dollar stores. Like, I mean, like I was when I bought these boards, Ernie. I was like, I'm probably not going to use. I'm probably not going to use them. Oh, too hard and all that. And then I changed my mind. I was like, no, it just looks better. It's easier written down. Okay, now I had more like oompha to do the shows, but I'm losing. I just don't have the same kind of energy as I used to. Okay, so now, but then and then that marquee board I call it the black with the light. I guess it's you could say light blue green aqua something. But yeah, I mean I remember I bought that board earlier. Go, what am I going to do with this one? Oh, marquee board. I picked this at the store, and I was like, oh, marquee board. I guess I could use. And then I'm like, you know what? I could have got 2 of those. They were all there. They were both. I could have had more letters. These boards, I'm so disappointed in myself. I bought only 4 of them, and. And like now I'm like, oh man, I could have. I bet you when they see me at the Dollar Mart this time or the Dollarama, whatever like it is in Ontario, we got those 2 chains. I think it was at the Dollarama. It was these boards. Either way, I checked both those stores anyways. But either way, I mean, I really would like to get more of those boards, but that was. Yeah, people think like, oh, you buy that, they're never going to use it and all that. But I found a good use for them. And I would love to get four more boards. I had a total of eight boards, Ernie, because you could. I could do all the sport. Each board would have its own. Eight sports would be plenty to like leave up, like the Sail GP series. Because I don't have enough boards for like the Sail GPs, the chesses, and like let's see what else they got. Table tennis to come up, and the skateboarding. See, I mean, there's four more sports. I could constantly leave the name up there and like just fill in like the more boards I would have had, Ernie, I could just leave the title up here. And what I could do also save a space and just print out the sport on top here to tape it on top of here, what sport it is, and that saves a whole like line. So you get to use this entire board. So sometimes you want to put more. I want to put more information. Um, I could have used like I didn't I did it on purpose like this, Ernie. I probably could have fit China and women's and world, but the problem, Ernie, it's just yeah, I could have took out one less space by putting China and then comma and then women's or China and then women's world, women's and then bracket hyphen world and then championship and then it would have been up. But I did it on purpose like that so I can fill up the whole board, and because I just wanted to get a program going, and so we'll do our last one, Ernie. And like I said, Ernie, if I find more, I will buy the entire store lot of them. They're gonna see me with four or five of those, and they're probably gonna say, "No, we're probably gonna have." They're probably worried. They're gonna say, "No, we're gonna limit you because." Then that like like for whatever reason, I don't know what you or maybe they don't care. Like they didn't put the sign up. They have to put the sign first. Limit how many people because next time they come, I know there's probably a lot of people like me going, "Oh, we better get one before they disappear real quick." And I'm gonna grab four at least. And yeah, that's gonna make it a lot easier to do NFL scores, especially and like Ernie, I can well, I got the whiteboards to do. I know I could use the whiteboards when I do the NFL score. I don't have to use these boards. It takes forever. It takes so long to put all the words in, like Buff versus Dan, the BUF, the score, Dan, the score, Buffalo versus Denver. Anyways, so with that, Ernie, we'll hit pause and I'll do our last one up right now. Well, Ernie, we got our last board up, and for the because we only got four of them. And we got surfing. Once again, we're highlighting. And this time, Ernie, we once again, I didn't really find a tournament worthy of just putting up on this board. But I just want to mention that we do, all I do is just on the big TV where it's got the app that has YouTube app on the cable box. And I go on YouTube and then I go to the World Surf League YouTube channel and watch the live stream of surfing or watch like previous live stream or just some highlights here and there. And yeah, I mean, like there's tournaments. There's still like a tournaments, but they're not like these big tournaments like say World Championship we're guaranteed that you got all your surfers that are in like geared up ready to because it is like they gotta have time off. I mean I'm talking like to get the top 10 top 20. I'm saying like the top 25 surfers in the world together in one event. I mean, like yeah, I mean they're gonna like you're gonna you can't like you need some time off. Everyone needs time off in this area to so yeah, I mean right now it seems like well there's nothing really big on the tournament side, but there is events like there's like every month we'll have surfing events, but it's a matter of like the prestige of the event. Like I just feel like I couldn't just Ernie's just happy that we just to mention surfing, and but as far as like I said, Ernie, as far as like putting up an event, it's got to be worthy of like, oh, there's like what the wording and it's, oh, guaranteed there'll be the top surfers of the world's in the World Surf League that will be at that event. It's a WSL sponsored event. So yeah, I mean, so if you want to see like the top surfers, the World Surf League, it seems like it's the number one league for these events. Yeah, and you go, yeah, so you go on their you go on their YouTube channel, and then like I said, you get the live streams and the videos with the highlights. And so I mean that's what Ernie and I, we just like sometimes nighttime we just put on the old YouTube and the big television, and once again we just watch them surfing here and there. And so yeah, I mean, well, like, I just don't want to forget surfing, Ernie. Like I'm forgetting all these other sports like skateboarding, and we don't have. So, like, I forgot there's a Sail GP. This is the bonus caveat. If you stuck around this long for the on the World Sports News with Ernie, that Sail GP, I just didn't think of it, Ernie. There's this, like, I need, like, if I had another board, like I said, Ernie, I could just leave it up. Sail GP series and save letters by you just putting like the photograph of the big letters and then taping it on here. Yeah, it'd be like yeah, like the netball pretty soon will be this. I think I'm feeling that the netball is going to be like the Sail GP, where I'm going to be able to uh leave it up for a while because soon that board when netball's finished for but maybe there's going to be the men's. We'll see. But if there's no men's currently, like Ernie, I'm going to be shuffling boards here and there. If I can't find new ones, Ernie, just we'll make do with what we have. I mean, of course, I'm. I mean, is there could there be a market for this ultra super thin light video board that you could put behind a person and be able to click with the mouse, like, that's what a monitor, I guess it would, Ernie, I just don't have it. I don't have the space. That's one of those things. I'm not kidding, Ernie. I am just feel like I'm going to do it if Ernie. Like I said, Ernie, win the lotteries is just like, depending on the winnings, of course, and the high amount. I mean, Sports News Review Studio is going to look like it's going to be my own place, so I'll have my own studio. I mean, like, I mean, you'll have your own studios, like you and the rest of the crew. We'll have your miniature. I'll have your miniature studio, but I'll still be like there'll be a camera on you or whoever, and that'll be this like a studio like this, and and then I'll have my studio, and then of course with the video board behind me and be able to change like the and of course I'll be able to buy the AI programming with the shorts where like whatever like surfing, like we could have AI generated surfing that we paid for so we can use it if we paid for like the we paid for our AI generated gift, I guess a gift. Yeah, we just need something small say surfing, and or the netball, like just show a 5 second, like 5 seconds of, or we could actually show how long the AI can generate, how much minutes, whatever, like a made up netball game, like in the background with the scores and. And of course, whatever sport we highlight, Ernie, the AI generated image would be able to, like, of course, like as I said, the to have like the like the little small, like I guess it's called a GIF, the GIF. I'm not 100%. Something, something that will continuously run because the programming needed wow. It's not a full, it's not like you could see the mistakes made on the AI generated images with the extra digits on the finger for whatever reason, whatever mistakes here and there are made, but sometimes, but mostly it's kind of fun. And yeah, I mean, like that's the kind of like, oh, we'll see, Ernie. But it's all like I said, it's all a dream. But this is the best I could do, Ernie. Is this small studio because there's just no way to do a full size studio in a bedroom. Oh, when you're pressed for space, and and I live in this room, like I eat, so uh, my whole existence is 95% in this one bedroom. The other five could, or whatever percentage there is in the washroom, and whatever percentage they use in the kitchen. So yeah, I mean, yeah, most of more than 85% of the time is in this bedroom. That's including eating too. So I mean, yeah, there's just, and it's not that big of a room too, Ernie. The bedroom that is, it's not even that big of a bedroom. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I definitely would like to be able to just have a bigger studio, a real studio, and like I said, I'm still going to keep the small studio with you chaps, of course, and we'll see from there, Ernie. And yeah, I mean, with that, Ernie, um, I'm so glad that we did an episode of World Sports News and Ernie because I can't wait to do another episode. I just hope I have the energy to do another episode next week and not make it 2 weeks from now. But with all that, Ernie, uh, we'll say our goodbyes here. So for all three of us, that's me, yours truly, and for Ernie sitting behind the desk, and for Felix that's sitting on top of the desk, all three of us are saying over and out.